Hemos conseguido, ¿cuántos? 6 puntos. Ya hemos llegado a Fable, lo que quiero. Pues... aquí estamos hablando de un dilema. ¿Qué misión hacemos de mientras? ¿Qué misión? Una panacea. Pero tengo todavía... campeón de arena, ataque a caravana. Es que esta quiero dejar para... cuando te dan más misiones de aquella zona. Pero... esto no. A ver, un momentito. Esto quitado. Un momento a Nueva Serena. Y vamos a hablar con el padre Petros. A ver qué nos cuenta. ¿Qué secreto nos cuenta? Ya después haremos lo de la panacea, en los secretos del príncipe, para ir descubriendo más la historia. Pero aquí había algo más, ¿no? Aquí había esta misión, ¿cuál es? ¿Esta cuál es? Capitanía. Vale, esta es la del príncipe, secreto del príncipe. Intro. Vale. Pues aquí. En Telene, ¿no? Vamos a hablar con Petro aquí. Vamos a señalar la misión. Vamos a hacer estas dos.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Un segundo.
I'll see you later, father.
Un segundo. Vamos a quitarnos un momentito a Siora. Y como tiene que ver algo con los nautas, quiero poner a Vasco a ver si dice algo. Vamos a ver si... ¿dónde está Vasco? Aquí, ¿no? Vale, perfecto. Forma grupo. Fuera. Voy a mirar un momentito el equipo de Vasco. A ver, esta ya puedo cambiarla por esta. Este le voy a poner este, ¿no? Es mejor que llevar. Colgante no puedo llevarlo. O esto no. Pero este sí. No, estos tres. Este, bueno. Esta guante. Y esta bota, ¿no? Por lo menos llevaba mejor equipado. Vale. Vamos a sacar aquí a este.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
Vale.
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already an ambassador?
No, but I was part of the embassy. I had only just started my career as a diplomat back then. Teleme was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread the word. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a predisposition for magic, but you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden sword in hand, chasing your cousin.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Pues vamos a hablar con... el capitán. Y a ver qué nos dice al respecto de los secuestros. Tiene que haber por... Debería haber NPC ahora por aquí, ¿no? Vale. Sí. Voy a ver qué encontramos. Mira aquí.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Es por aquí, ¿no? ¿Dónde tengo que coger? Sí. A ver. Ah, tengo que hablar aquí.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the mage inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Naughts are up to.
Ah, and what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island. Good day. I'm looking for two men, Naughts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor, a nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Vamos a buscar. A ver, ¿dónde tenemos que entrar? Mira, hemos sacado toda la información y ya hemos encontrado la localización perfecta. Antes nos estaba indicando dónde teníamos que buscar más o menos, pero si encuentro esto. Vale, por aquí también me pone que busque, ¿no? ¿O no? ¿O me equivoco yo? Ah, no, que otra misión. Voy a hablar con el obispo ese primero. Si no se va a quedar ahí pendiente. Ahí está cerquita. Bueno, esto poco a poco se va avanzando, pero estos juegos suelen tener, haciendo las misiones como se tienen que hacer, tiene las 20 y tantas horas sí o sí.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Primero lo primero. Abajo. Y vamos a investigar dónde están encarcelados los que han secuestrado. Por aquí nos tengo que dar vuelta entera por aquí.
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Nauts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
You know I have Mother Cardinal's ear. Is she aware of your initiatives?
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. But very well. Since you insist. These Naughts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
Vale. Sí, pero primero este. En orden. Ah, no, vale. Primero libera a los nautas. ¿Dónde están los nautas? Aquí. Esto es sencillo. Vale, por aquí. Por aquí. Aquí no, en el otro.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Very well. Let's just say I'm going to have to break my way in.
Why must this sort of thing happen when I'm the one on guard duty?
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Vale, vamos para arriba. Por aquí no. Por aquí.
Maybe enlightenment will take me in this battle. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! May the shadowing enemies.
Dios, lo que ha hecho ahí. 3600 de daño en 3 de PC. Qué habilidad. Este combo es en área lo mejor. Tenemos que ir por aquí. No. Sí. Por aquí izquierda. Y luego derecha. El resto para allá.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nauts' secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
Un momento. Así me deja. No creo, ¿no? Que del pego. Llevo el traje de... este. Dar pega.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Nauts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
No puedo pasar por aquí. Pues este traje me lo tengo que dejar guardado para toda esta zona. Yo tengo en el baúl, tengo que tener uno. Pero no tengo nada ahí por ahí. Y el otro está a otra zona, mapa. Tengo que dar guardia entera. Así que vamos a mirar a ver qué esconden los nautas. Yo como sea por la época, brújula, para mirar constelaciones de las estrellas, para tener una ruta. No sé, no me acuerdo el nombre de los... ¿cómo se llama? Aquí el cofre. Aquí está. El cofre. Pedro por su casa. Un telescopio.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
Vamos a ir arriba.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Vale. Tendremos que ocultar lo que hemos encontrado aquí y ya está.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Pues vamos para el palacio a hablar con el obispo. Otra cosa. Yo simplemente podría coger, quitarme a Vasco y decir lo que he encontrado, pero no me gusta. Me gusta así, la verdad. A ver qué... Tengo que cambiarme el equipo. Ciencia. Esto es para melee, más bien. Ya podemos ir. Recto. Y a ver qué opciones tendremos para rebatirle. A ver. He venido cuando no era. Ahí. ¿Cómo me pasa de largo que no me da cuenta? Es raro. Voy primero aquí abajo. habitación. Aquí no hay nada. Vamos a mirar arriba, que es lo único que nos queda.
Maybe enlightened continuity in this
Me ha asustado, tío, de... Toma, aquí me ha atacado que algo hay.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Vamos a por él. Antes tenía que haber dicho... Antes Virgil tenía que haber dicho orden luminous. Me equivoqué. Bueno. Con esto ya debería de arrestarlo o encarcelarlo. O ejecutarlo. Aquí dice la madre cardenal.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Vale. Vamos a hablar con el almirante Cabral de Nueva Serena. Le vamos a informar del acontecimiento. Pues bueno, la han arrestado. Vamos a ver si lo quitan del medio. O lo mandan de vuelta al continente. Otra cosa. Que no, ¿cómo? Os voy a separar un momentito, a ver. Todavía no tenemos activo la misión de... Entonces tenemos que avanzar a hacer la de los secretos del príncipe para que se bloqueen más misiones. Pero voy a hacer primero las de... La tenga pendiente, la voy a hacer y la voy a ir quitando.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fadi was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates. My dear child, what can I do for you?
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care.
Vamos a hablar con Constantine a ver qué es lo que pasa. Esto tiene que debería despojar todo de un tirón.
Come closer, good people.
Espérate. Hablando de Roma, aquí hay cosas que necesito coger. Que ahora tengo nivel 3 de alguna. A ver, ciencia, forja cerradura. Tú eres mío ya. Nada. Y antes de nada, hay otra zona donde quiero ir. Que está aquí cerquita, no está lejos. Que nos hacía falta algunos talentos. Que en cofre también. Vamos por aquí. Por aquí. Y aquí. No es importante. Vamos a hablar ya con Constantine. A ver qué nos cuenta.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else. I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us.
We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me!
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary, definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
A ver.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine.
Espérate.
You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Antes de bajar abajo, vamos a ir por... hasta aquí. Aquí es este despacho.
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Vale, si me lo llevo los 3 al tirón. Me he visto tener que volver otra vez. El otro. Vale. Dos para abajo. Vamos en busca del ministro de... haciendo? Abajo. Vení, vení, vení. Estoy dando a saquear porque no. Ya llevo un visto de recargado. Da igual. Ahora lo después.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Vale. Por aquí, guardia seguro. Por aquí no. Por aquí. 1, 2 y 3. Vale. No podía hacer nada, pobrecitos. Pero bueno. Ya que estamos aquí.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our...
You will be safe here.
No habrá más guardia, ¿no? Y como voy... Un momentito. ¿Y mi pollacín?
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
momentito. Vamos a ponerle algo de mejor equipo a este. Este es mejor, ¿no? No. Este no es el que yo llevo, ¿no? No. Botas. Estas, ¿no? Sí. Esta masa, no sé si ponérsela. Un momentito. Vamos a ir un momento a la cosa. Apartar cosas en el baúl. Y que puedo coger todo esta no sé si se la voy a poner la cojo y ahora inventario, esto fuera, todo lo que no sirve fuera. Ahora esto. Hay muchas cosas que pesan mucho. Lo cojo, las rompo y consigo materiales más que venderlos. ¿Dónde está? Aquí, el último, ¿no? La espada esta sí se la puedo poner. Entonces, esta al baúl. Al baúl. No. Fuera. Ya está. Yo he preparado para la guerra. Tenemos que avisar a los dos mensajeros de las dos ciudades para que vayan a avisar, no ocurre nada importante. Antes, yo por vosotros, cabrones, mira. Aquí. ¿Listo, no?
Now is not the time.
Parece que me van a dar piezas importantes. A ver. Mira, me acaban de dar esto. Vale, no hay nada que pueda poner. Voy a hablar con nota este.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know. But they were heavily armed, and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins? Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Qué rápido ha aceptado, ¿no? Esa espada. Ha sido una espada, ¿no? Joder. O esto. Muy rápido. Ahora habrá una guardia ahí. Vale. Tengo que hacer un ataque furtivo y uno en área. No tiene más.
Now is not the time.
Me ha hecho copa. Están saltando equipos
Now is
más.
not the time.
Están saltando equipos mejores. No, se supone que son como élites, no. No tiene otra cosa. Vamos a hablar con lo otro.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
Wait a minute. What's that savage doing here? What do you think you're doing? Lay down your arms and surrender.
That's not happening.
To my help! And death to the others!
Despojar. Por aquí no, la cocina.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
Joder. No duran nada. De controlar de equipo que voy a coger, me llenan otra vez las bolsas.
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
Bueno, he fallado en capturar comandante, pero si le cortan la cabeza a la serpiente, ¿cómo dices? Corta la hidra, la cabeza salen más. Hostia.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander before he got away.
Barely, but alas, his lieutenants managed to escape.
I care little for the underlings. The Commander will pay for all of them. Do you happen to know the punishment we practice for treason? Oh yes. I remember now. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, your highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went. If this healer is as skilled as our pretty little sapling here says, then we need to see him right away.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.